And welcome back. Well, right now we are turning our attention to the Pawnee City Historical Society and Museum.
There are many great museum complexes in Nebraska, and you could put this one at the top of the list. Here's more on what you can find there.
We are catching up with a familiar face here in Pure, Nebraska. This is Yvonne Galuggi, and she is with the Pawnee City Historical Society and Museum. She's done a lot of work on that through the years, and so it's good to see you today. What do we need to know about the museum? It's really a gem, you know, that people may not know about. First of all, there's a house there that was owned by a former governor.
Yes, Governor Butler lived in that house when he lived in Pawnee City before he became governor. And then he had some land out west of town that he had a farm out there, and he went out there at the end.
You have, over the years, tried to keep the inside of that home in the period.
And we have lots of things in there that go with what it would have been like at that time.
That would have been, what would that have been, 1800s?
Yes.
Okay, so it's kind of 1800s era inside that house. Then as you go down there a little bit, some of the structures that you see at this museum, there's the library there that's kind of dedicated to a U.S. Senator.
Yeah, Kenneth Warry. And he lived here, was a mayor in this town for many, many years, and then he ran for state senator, and he ran for the United States senator, and so he ended up being that. And this is his library that the family put together.
Okay. What would his era have been in the U.S. Senate? Was that during World War II?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so
yes,
he was in during that time.
Yeah.
Then there's another building there that's kind of unique. It's a barn, and you told me years ago that this was owned by Larry the Cable Guy's family.
Yes, we moved it from a farm where it was sitting to begin with down the road about 1.5 miles and had to redo all of it. But it's a barn that, just an old-fashioned barn, and now this year they're going to have a live manger scene in it in the afternoon. You can come and go in and see the live animals, and regular manger scene, they'll be there. And so anybody's welcome to come, and there'll be a free will offering taken.
Well, that's something to keep in mind too. That's always fun to see those living nativity scenes. Do you think people realize the amount of things that are there at the Pawnee City Historical Society Museum? I mean, all of the buildings there on the grounds are really interesting.
All the buildings have a tremendous amount of things in it, and we keep getting more and more, and we're about full.
It's like
more than full.
you need more room, or
yes.
What do? You turn things away? I don't know. Yeah, but even one time we were at the museum and you showed me a barbed wire collection.
Yes.
That you guys are pretty proud of.
Yes,
too.
And ours all comes from the same guy.
Well, thank you, Yvonne. This was really fun to kind of catch up again, and thank you very much for being here today.
No, thank you for coming.